Hello everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on what moments this week did you show strength, even if no one else saw it or not, or acknowledged it. Starting with the animal oracle card, you have Moth Spirit, Surrender Now. So Moth Spirit often appears when someone has been pushing themselves way too hard, sometimes to the point of overdoing it, especially with the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, so that is an energy of overdoing it and burning yourself out. It can also point to compulsive effort with the Moth Spirit, emotional overinvestment, or relentlessly pursuing something out of fear rather than trust. Yes, dedication and perseverance are strengths, but Moth Spirit arises when Spirit is asking you to actually pause and soften, okay? I'm going to tell you something. Oh, my camera's not focusing. Years ago, it was really strange, but yeah, years ago, it must have been around about 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night. And I'm being so honest, because I sound crazy what I'm about to say, but this is the truth. This is what happened. I'm naturally somebody that just radiates a lot of heat. I'm just hot. So when it is hot, I struggle with it. I am like, oh, it's too much for me. And it was a really, really hot night. And me and my partner we didn't have a lot of clothes on. And we were watching TV, and I'm not joking, I was struggling. I couldn't breathe. And I noticed a moth land on me. And I was, whatever. I couldn't be bothered. It wasn't tickling me, it wasn't doing anything. It just stayed there on me still. And I swear to God, moments later, I was covered from head to toe in moths all over my body. And it freaked me out a bit, but it really freaked my partner out because there was not a single moth on his body, just mine. And I thought, there's a message in that for me, which then got me down the rabbit hole of finding out the meanings of when the moths come into your life. So, burning out, overdoing it is definitely heads up when moths start to come around you. One of the strongest things that you did this week, though, my darling, was releasing the need to control everything, okay? You chose surrender over force, acceptance over resistance, okay? Instead of staying stuck in that flight or flight, you actually allowed yourself to trust what is and relax in the moment, okay? That takes real courage, especially when no one else sees that internal battle you're actually choosing to lay down. I will quickly say this, but just in case I might forget, addiction. You might have overcome an addiction this week for somebody as well. Hopefully I'll try and remember. Or I'll get to that in a few moments. So, tea leaf oracle cards, you've got dog, and it says getting together with friends. You have owl, good advice from a wise person. I'm seeing this in two ways. For some of you, your strength showed up in allowing support, letting someone in, spending time with people who feel safe, or listening to wise guidance instead of isolating yourself. For others, you were the one that was offering the advice. You chose loyalty, wisdom, and steadiness rather than ego or defensiveness. Either way, choosing connection and discernment over pride is something Spirit notices deeply. Okay, so well done. Right, tarot, you have 3 Pentacles, the Queen of Wands reversed, the 9 of Swords reversed, and at the bottom of the deck you've got the 5 of Wands reversed. Right, the 3 of Pentacles shows that you continue to show up and do your part. Even if you weren't feeling your best, you kept things steady, you contributed, you stayed reliable and maintained integrity. I actually also feel here that others are really observing you, watching how you handle the situation, how you hold yourself and how you respond rather than react. Even if nothing was said, you actually are being noticed, my darling. The Queen of Wands reverse suggests there were moments this week where you didn't feel confident, bold or fiery. Instead of forcing confidence or proving yourself, you allowed yourself to be human. You didn't lash out, you didn't compete or challenge for the sake of ego, okay? You chose restraint, which is a very underestimated form of strength. So well done with that, my darling. With the 9 of Swords reversed, it shows healing. You may have caught yourself spiraling into worry, stress, guilt or anxiety, and you chose to stop. You chose peace, you chose rest, you chose to release thoughts that were hurting you, okay? So that inner decision is very, very powerful, even if no one else could see it happening. So again, well done. What else? Oh yeah, with the 5 of Wands reversed, I forgot. One of the biggest moments of strength this week was choosing not to engage in conflict, again with others or within yourself. Okay, I feel you walked away or you refused to be pulled into chaos. And so really that isn't weakness, that is emotional maturity. So again, well done with that, my darling. Oh yeah, that addiction. So there may be a message for someone around overcoming or actively facing an addiction or an unhealthy pattern, okay? Moth spirit can really highlight compulsive behaviours, and with owl alongside the dog spirit, dog, and the Queen of Wands reversed, I feel you either sought the right support or listened to the inner guidance. Whether that support came from people or your spirit team, you didn't do this alone, and you did well to listen. I'm seeing somebody choosing to overcome that addiction and committing to it and dedicating to it, okay, and working on it. So well done with that, my darling. So what Spirit wants you to know is that your strength this week showed up in surrender, in choosing peace, and in staying very grounded, because I'm loving that red background in the moth card. And to me, when I first saw that, I thought of the root chakra. And root chakra is all about feeling safe, secure and grounded. So well done. And you've accepted support and not reacted from ego or fear. So again, really well done with that. Even if no one clapped for it, even if no one acknowledged it, your higher self did, your spirit team did, and I have. So honestly, well done, my darling. And as well, you didn't need to fight to be strong this week with the Queen of Wands. You were strong because you chose calm, wisdom and self-respect. So well done, my darling. I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.